If you've been on any social media, honestly, just breathing in the Bay Area this past week, you know exactly who we're talking about. LaRussell, Super Bowl MVP. And no, I'm not talking about Patrick Mahomes. I'm talking about the real MVP of the week, LaRussell, who just pulled off an absolutely insane historic run during Super Bowl 60 right here in our backyard. This wasn't just a good week for LaRussell. This was a statement week for the entire New Bay movement. Let's get into it. Okay, so the headline, the timeline, the mic drop. LaRussell booked 10 different performances in just 4 days. I'm talking 10 different performances in 4 days. During Super Bowl week 10, let that sink in. Most artists would be thrilled with one major Super Bowl related gig. LaRussell did 10. And he described it not as self-promotion, but as representation for, you know what I'm saying, what that is, Vallejo in Bay Area. That right. That tells you everything you need to know about the man in the movement. Okay, so where was he? Let's break down some of the major highlights from this marathon. This was huge, opening for the NFL's main pregame event at Levi Stadium. Think about the eyeballs on that, the exposure. And he brought that raw, authentic energy to the biggest stage. It wasn't just the side stage, this was the stage. I'm talking the stage, really. Performing alongside legends like Loose Combs, Teddy Swims. Again, bridging, you know what I'm saying? Bridging dreams, providing that his sound resonate universally. Chase Center sold out, Gaming Culture, Music Culture. He was at the intersection, wasn't he? I'm talking about, it's really big for him. It's really big for him. You know, it's really one for the culture impact. You got to think about it. He do have a Jordan brand. See, with, you know, to be taped by them for a high-profile activation show, his influence extends beyond just music and screams. It's about lifestyle. And not only about lifestyle, it's about fashion and being a cultural tastemaker. You know how that goes, being a tastemaker. But the Jordan brand, this is a big one. You got to think about it. This is a big one for the cultural impact. You know, it's kind of hard to get a Jordan brand. That's one brand, you know, that's something you rarely see is somebody getting a Jordan brand. But for LaRussell, you know, he got a Jordan brand. And you know, it's one of the hardest things for a person to do. But he achieved that. Profile activation shows his influence extending beyond just music screams. You know, the cultural tastemaker, this is my favorite part. He essentially became the house brand. The whole house brand. Think about it. For the entire region during the week festivals. He wasn't just a performer. He was the soundtrack, the vibe setter. This speaks volume about his work. He's a hard worker. To be solo and doing this on your own, he's a very hard worker. That's something you can't take away from him. He been working hard, and he deserved everything that he getting. You know what I'm saying? We always were told hard work pays off. And that's what he doing. He just working hard. Okay. This, you know, he wasn't just performing. He was the soundtrack, the vibe setter that speaks volume about his work. Do y'all think the same? Like, do y'all think he ain't working hard? I think he working hard because he's solo and he doing this. You know, his work ethic and how deeply interrogated it was, you know, he is with Bay Area scene. You know, who else pumping and jumping out the Bay Area? As hard as LaRussell, who doing it on his own. You don't know too many. You can't find too many. But LaRussell doing his thing. You know, now why is this more than just a rapper booking a bunch of shows? Because it perfectly, you know, encapsulate the new Bay movement that LaRussell and his good companion collective have been building. This isn't just about making money or getting famous. It's about philosophy. Because the man got lyrics. He bypassed traditional labor structures. No gatekeepers. The man talked directly to the fans. You know, I don't know how y'all realize it. He gonna make you feel it. He talk directly to the fans. He gonna make you feel him when he do his thing every time. Okay, this isn't just about making money or getting famous. It's about philosophy. That's what I see it as. Bypass traditional labor structures. No gatekeepers. He talk directly to his fan. Build his own audience. Who else you know doing it? You know, building their own audience. Sell his own merch. And set his own terms. Man, come on. The Super Bowl run proves you don't need the machine to dominate. You don't. He's showing you don't need the machine to dominate. It's going to take good work. Like, as long as you're working, you're going to dominate. You know what I'm saying? But some people, they want to work a little bit, then give up. They want to be part-time workers, you know, and then think they can come back later and think everything going to still be popping. It's not going to work like that. You got to work hard. Give it your all. Put in the work. You know what I'm saying? You get the results later. You know, but LaRussell, he always, I'm talking always shouting out Vallejo in Oakland. This isn't just about him come up. It's about representing where he came from. He bridging the gap between the hyphy era legend who also built their empire independently. And the new generation of creators, he's showing the kids in Vallejo that you can stay true to your roots and still conquer the world stage. Okay, now we talking. You can still conquer. You ain't got to be loud and outspoken to conquer. Sit back, play your role. Know when your turn. And here's the kicker though, the true testament to authenticity. Even with all this mainstream ass in, all these massive stage, he's still holding down his live from the Pergola, background shows in Vallejo. I'm talking about, this is crucial. It's easy to get caught up in this glitz and glamour, but LaRussell constantly returns to his, you know, an intimate community. Drive setting where he built his initial buzz. It reminds everyone. It reminds everybody. It just show you where it hard at. It show you. The Pergola shows are the foundation of good companion. That will refine his craft, connected with audience on a deep level though, and built that loyal fan base that now travels with him to the, you know what I'm saying, these bigger venues. Look where he at now. He had the Super Bowl already. How many people you know pulling it off? For any aspiring artist watching, this is your lesson. Don't forget your roots. Don't abandon the community that built you. It's the authenticity that makes this Super Bowl run so impactful. It's not just about talent rapper. It's about a movement leader. This week felt like more than just a phenomenal run. It felt like a genuine passing of a torch. When you see LaRussell sharing stages, getting acknowledged by legends like East 40, the OG independent pioneer from the Bay, it solidified his position. Think about it. E40 literally wrote the book on independent music success from Bay Area. Y'all have forgot about it? He showed you who you could own your masters, build your own label, and still become a global icon. LaRussell followed the involvement. that exact blueprint. If y'all ain't paying attention, for East 40 to embrace and celebrate LaRussell's success, it is just a cosign. It's an acknowledgement that the spirit of Bay Area independent is alive and thriving in the next generation. Think about it. This momentum isn't just for the week, just for this week. It's setting the stage for what's to come. Super Bowl 60 was in the Bay. We looking ahead. This is just the beginning of LaRussell carrying that torch into the future, potentially even bigger stages, all while staying true to the new Bay vision. You know, personally, what that resonates with me so deeply about all this is the sheer grind, the unwavering authenticity in an industry that often tries to hegemonize artists. LaRussell stand out by being unapologetic to himself. You know what I'm saying? Being unapologetic to Bay Area. You know, unapologetic and independently. He proved that you don't need to chase trends or comparison. You know what I'm saying? Your vision is yours, so you need to achieve it. Massive success. You just need to work harder, connect deeper, stay true. Please stay true to your community. This isn't just about the Bay Area story. It's a blueprint for all independent artists, not just in the Bay Area, but all around the world. You know, so what are your thoughts on LaRussell? Incredible week. Did you catch any of his performances? Are you feeling the new Bay movement? Let me know in the comments below. What kind of impact do you think this will have on the independent music going forward? Make sure you subscribe if you want more deep dive into the music and culture that truly matter. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I drop my next video. And definitely go check out LaRussell music. If you haven't already, links are in the description. Keep an eye out for his upcoming backyard residence date. You know those are going to be legendary for sure.